Hello guys once again. After the announcement of RCS2 shutting down for good happening next month, I kindly recommend you look at the comment section of my community post announcing it. But all jokes aside, I've decided to finally make a return to this fan favorite series that people have been waiting over 2 months for. That's right, the RCS2 ranking series. As you see here, I got a list of people that I have never ranked on this series yet. But before we get to ranking, I recommend you to like and subscribe to see more similar content like this. And with all of that out of the way, let's get to the ranking. So the first person I'll be ranking today will be Niko. So if you don't know who Niko is, the main thing he's known for is master glazing skills. But he is most known for having that wedding with him horse. Besides that though, he is kinda chill. So I'll give him an A tier. Next up is Eureka. I don't really know that much about this guy personally. I only started talking to them because of the Dinnerbone and Bean stuff, which I'll get to later. They are cool though from the conversations I've had with them. So I'll give them a D tier. Next up is him. I really got nothing much to say besides how he's the owner of that My Little Pony server on RCS2 as of now. I guess I'll give him a D tier also. Next up is Swagtivity. Honestly, Swagtivity is cool I guess. I mean, he does rage sometimes on Discord, but that's nothing important. I'll give him an A tier. Next up is Latest. Latest aka Modern's girl is really good at editing. If you've seen the edits I've made on either YouTube, Twitter or Discord, they are all mostly inspired my latest edits. They do have a YouTube channel that I'll link in the description that you should definitely sub to where they upload their edits. And just because of that alone, I'll give her an A tier. Next up is Evelyn. So my opinions are kinda mixed on this. Sometimes Evelyn can be annoying, but that's kinda rare. Also they get knocked down a tier for being in a previous relationship with Flame. So that would be a C tier. Next up is Local. Local is another one of those TCM mods, so I ain't really have anything to say. The only thing I would say though is that he sometimes starts arguments for the stupidest reasons. I'd give him a B tier. Next up is Dinnerbone. This is a great example of if you know, you know. But if you want context, Dinnerbone is another RCS2 player who was exposed for ERP. Mainly relating to another person on here named Dean, who I'll talk about later. Some info I have about Dinnerbone though is that he is 16 and has allegedly been ERPing for 4 years. That legit was before RCS2 was even created. Yay, this is obvious D tier material. Next up is Innyume. Innyume is an interesting human being. He may have made that parody Toffit Twitter account that may or may have not led to Toffit making his own account, which was a big mistake, or being rage bait and that type of stuff. I'd still give him an A tier after all for no reason at all. Next up is Reggie. I ain't gonna explain everything about Reggie because their past has been really expansive on RCS, but some important things are that they recently turned 18, which has gotta be like the oldest person in this whole community. They also have an extensive history of ERPing and that type of stuff. I will give him a B tier though because he has matured over time. Next up is Freeze. He's another one of Avengers homies out there. Nothing really else to say about him, so I guess B tier. Next up is Alasise. I kinda know Alasise a bit from Discord and stuff, and the only thing I remember bro saying was the N-word. I guess I'll give him a C tier then cause I forgot. Next up is Bean. I don't really know much about Ben besides that he had ERP'd with Dinnerbone and that they are 15. I'd guess C tier for him, I don't know. Next up is Getiotor. Don't really have to say much honestly. I guess I'll give him an A tier or so because I can. And the final user I'll be ranking today will be Xeno. Okay, the problem I have with Xeno is the max glazing he does to me. Legit, whenever I join a server, he always has gotta change his name to something like Niko. I don't find it annoying, but if you just stop the glaze, I'd rank you higher. But for now, I'll give him a B tier. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon.